Right, well, hello boys and girls, Bennychaz here from the Blue Coconut family, and I would say today, but over the next course of episodes, you and I will be taking on a little challenge. So I saw Scotty's Transport Fever videos that he placed or did, and sort of gave me a bit of an idea really, and that idea was I wonder if it's possible, because those of you that know me, I'm a little bit of an aviation fan. I wonder if it's possible to do this without using aviation. And then I got thinking even more, well, I wonder if it's possible to take a leaf out of my brother's book, and because when we used to play Transport Tycoon or OpenTTD actually, we used to play OpenTTD, and he just used to be the god of rails. Or Thomas, for those of you that know your your Norse mythology, and it got me thinking. I wonder if it's possible to play this game using rails and rails only. So let me explain what I mean by that. I'm going to connect a transport empire using nothing but trains. So, for example, Southampton here. If I wanted to get, say, for example. Product A led to product B, led to Southampton's demand C. Okay, I'd just use road, nice and simple. However, for this, I'm going to use rail only. There is a caveat to that. I'm going to use trams inside a city, so that I can gather up passengers, so that I can use sort of run express trains, etc. For anybody that thinks that that's a cheat, can suck a fire out my arse, because I don't really care. So that's the plan. Trains for the majority, and then internal distribution lines will be trams. So let's give this a go then. Those of you that have watched a few of my other videos and will probably get quite annoyed at watching these back with the cough that'll probably make an appearance in the next couple of seconds. I make no apologies. Okay, I'm recording this end of September and I have a cold. I don't have COVID, I have a cold. So yeah, I make no apologies for that. Everybody gets sick around this time of year. It just means you have to put up with a slightly sexier sounding Bennychaz than usual. Right, let's get into this then. So our priority realistically is to create the mother of all sort of distribution centres, like an 8-track station that can then feed out. But I don't really know where to go. I've stopped time. I'm also going to put time on half speed, just because I think it's fair that I need to struggle. I've got a 10 million starting account, and I think it's fair that I need to struggle with buying trains that are a bit slow, a bit shit, and progress up as the money progresses up, rather than have access to sort of diesel electrics. Why have I started in 1940? Well, because it's interesting. This is the interesting time of year. I can't be arsed with horse and carriage, and I couldn't use them even if I wanted to anyway, so that rules out the 1800s. The trains in 1910 to 1930 realistically bore the crap out of me. So 1940, I think, gives me a good amount of time. I'm going to give myself a decade, or try to give myself a decade, to pay off the $10 million loan that I've got here. And then that will open me up to the 1950s, where I can then sort of start going into diesel, electric, etc, etc. Now I'm going to try and keep this to UK-based kit and equipment, so there are a few mods in here that I've added, just to keep nice and British, because for those of you that are from around the world that are accent experts, you've probably picked up on my sultry English tones. Speaking of which, there'll probably be quite a lot of sarcasm in here, so if you need a translator, just put something in the comments. I'll also chop and change this, so I'm not going to make you watch every single bit of this if it starts getting boring, which it inevitably will be. When in the early days, when I'm starting to run trains to and from just to generate a bit of cash, I'll sort of chop it up and edit bits together so it's nice and exciting for you, and probably look at 15 to 20 minute episodes where something exciting happens in each one, and goes from there. So I've got nothing further for you really at this moment in time. I'm going to pause the recording here, and I'll come back to you when I actually have a plan. could get an absolute fucking Tesco's distribution centre of a rail yard in here. Or over here near Henley-on-Thames actually. And destroy this area of outstanding natural beauty for these to link up in. So I can then run them, these 4 to link up in. So I can then run it to either you or you. Yeah, that'll work. Boom. Oh, beautiful. Just like that. Okay, lovely. Let's go ahead and get these here now before I forget. Now the suspension bridge would look lovely. No, wouldn't it look bloody terrible? Good, we now have a connected line. Train depot. Let's kill an endangered species. I can almost hear my brother sort of begging me now not to record anymore. Okay, so that leaves me 5 million. What the fuck? What happened? Oh god, 1.5 million quid. Cool, right, lovely. Go on, Smoky Joe, lad. Yeah, area of outstanding natural beauty. So you're 2 million, but I'm not after you. I reckon another Smoky Joe will be just fine. 37 miles an hour, 56 miles an hour. Yeah, okay. Let's take a Dolph, and let's take 3.8. So 27 capacity. I'd buy you for now. Okay, so you are making me a bit of money at a time. Jesus Christ, you're producing a lot, aren't you? That'll start generating fire, won't it? There you are. That's what I wanted to see. What are we thinking now? So, old Smoky Joe's going to need a change. You are puffing your little heart out, mate. But you're only generating me 300 grand a time. And there is a metric fuck ton of oils there. So you're a tender train, aren't you? Well, you're not. You're a Hans train. You're a tender? Yes. So what I might do, or no might about it, I think what I will do is old Smoky Joe's going to get a bit of a C into here. Let's go for the old LNER. Cargo, let's go for... So it's going to cost 5 million. Right, Smoky Joe's just been given his upgrade. Which means I'm actually going to change the little blue into Smoky Joe, because let's face it, he's awesome, isn't he? He is awesome. So let's give old Smoky Joe there, and then let's give him a few more little wagons to pull. Mediocre capacity, but he's got 30. 20. There we are. There's 57 there. There he goes. Yeah, go on, Smoky Joe. Go on, big lad. Go on, look at him go. Meanwhile, where's Megapuff? Good. Oh, and there's the thumbnail. So Smoky Joe isn't going to be used for that route forever. He's going to turn into another one of these. Cool, right, let's now upgrade you to something a little bit more respectable, shall we? 63, okay, let's upgrade you to 54 for 840 grand. 51 waiting, good, which means Smoky Joe, mate, you're going to be out serving your purpose pretty soon. It's not your fault, it's mine. Oh, lovely. So there comes the second tease, although to be fair, not really. Oh, actually, he says that. I mean, that would be a perfect setup for a port right there, and delivering it right there. Oh, I can make so much money with that. Jesus Christ. Right, okay. Let's not dwell on the past. Let's look at the future, and the future is very oily. Oh, Christ. Right, Smoky Joe, we're going to need to do something about you, aren't we? Unfortunately, as much as I'd love a second train there, everybody here knows that I'm going to have to put old Dolph on the line here and up him to a Dolph train. 36. Oh, I'm sorry, Smokey Joe, but Dolph will get me more results. 300,000. So every time you make a delivery, I can essentially buy another. Well, hopefully that's covering my costs actually. What are my costs? I'm not going to pop down my headquarters yet. In my eyes, I shouldn't be able to put down my headquarters until after I've paid off my loan. Yeah, you're not even making a dent in there, are you, big lad? No, not the slightest. Yeah, you're doing great. My Dolph train is... it's economies of scale, isn't it? So Dolph is on his way with a full load. 54 out of 54. Oh, you're losing me money. Because you're not hauling enough, are you? That's why. Let's put you up to 72. Let's take a gamble with you. How much is there waiting? 149. So actually, I've probably given him one too many, but that's okay. Because by the time he starts to slip up, I should in theory... Right, Windsor, you're looking about ready for a tram service, aren't you? Although you're not really my problem at this precise moment in time. Boom, straight away. Right, let's get you on the black gold line ASAP. Off you go. Oh, lovely. Douglas DC4, believe me, I'd love to. Why are you leaving empty? I'm not buying the DC4. Because there's not a steady stream, I see. So I will probably need a third black gold runner on here at some point. Gunther, how do you feel about an upgrade, mate? To 90. You'll be fine, I believe you. I believe in you. 150, lovely. In you come. Fill up, big lad. Good, 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 good. Off you go. Lovely stuff. Might need a second. I reckon it's time that we upgraded. No, you're not a Gunther, are you? No, you're an LNER train. 36. Nah, it's got to come down to another one of these, isn't it? It's got to come down to another one of these trains. Not enough dollar. Didn't think so. Good. Oh, are you coming out of the other fucking... Oh, you pain in the arse. 18.5 million to repay. 6 years to do it. We have a big shag. Oh, that's no good, is it? That's better, isn't it? 14.5 million to repay. Perfect. Doing a good job of transferring this down now. Very good job of transferring that down. So you can make 1,600 on transferring, not all of it at the moment, but 2 would get that job done. So I'm not worried about that. I reckon 2 per line. And then I just need to connect these bad boys up. Potentially have them as separate lines in, or a Smoky Joe to another central point, and then one line out. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'm doing alright with this at the moment. My main concern, to be honest with you, is Tidworth. So Tidworth is going to be my next destination. Oh, could this be? It is. And just like that, look at that, 5 years. 5 years and I've paid off my loan. My God. Oh, that's going to look amazing. Well, I'm going to need to wait until I get 11 million to build that. Right, you don't want to see me build this track, it's boring as fuck, so I'll see you in a bit.